Did you know that the Battle of Cannae, fought in 216 BC, is considered one of the greatest military tactics ever, where Hannibal of Carthage defeated a much larger Roman army with a brilliant pincer movement? This is just one example of how battle tactics have shaped the course of history. These strategies, crafted by legendary leaders like Sun Tzu, Hannibal, Alexander the Great, and Genghis Khan, have guided armies to victory, often against overwhelming odds. From the art of deception to the mastery of siege warfare, from decisive naval battles to the evolution of cavalry tactics, these strategies have been pivotal in the annals of warfare. Even today, these tactics continue to inspire modern military strategy. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey through time to explore the minds of some of history's greatest tacticians, then buckle up. So let's dive into the fascinating world of legendary battle tactics. Sun Tzu, an ancient Chinese military strategist, once said, "All warfare is based on deception." This timeless wisdom holds true even today, as the art of trickery and misdirection often proves to be a game-changer in the theater of war. Let's take a journey back in time to the era of Sun Tzu. He was a master of psychological warfare, always emphasizing the importance of understanding one's enemy. Sun Tzu's strategies were not just about brute force, but rather they revolved around deceiving the enemy into thinking you are weak when you are strong, and vice versa. His teachings on deception in warfare have influenced military thinking across the globe, even up to the present day. Switching continents, let's examine the tactics of the Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca, specifically his famous pincer movement at the Battle of Cannae. In 216 BCE, Hannibal managed to encircle and annihilate a much larger Roman army. His secret? Deception. He tricked the Romans into thinking his center was weak, luring them into a trap. As the Roman soldiers advanced, they found themselves surrounded on all sides by the Carthaginian forces. It was a catastrophic defeat for Rome, but a shining example of the power of deception in warfare. These stories from the past show us how deception, when used cleverly, can turn the tide of battles. It's not just about the size of your army or the strength of your weapons, but how you use cunning and strategy to outwit your adversary. Deception creates confusion, breaks down communication, and fosters fear, giving the deceiver a powerful psychological advantage. In the grand chessboard of warfare, the mind games played off the battlefield often determine the outcome on it. As Sun Tzu said, all warfare is based on deception. Indeed, mind games are as crucial in warfare as the actual combat. Imagine being surrounded on all sides with no way out. That's what a siege feels like. Sieges are a crucial part of warfare, a clash not just of armies, but of minds and resources. They're a game of patience and endurance, where both attackers and defenders must outlast the other. In the ancient world, siege warfare was a test of engineering skill and innovation. The attackers had to breach the high walls and defensive structures of a fortress, often built to withstand exactly such an assault. The besiegers would employ a variety of tactics to break the will and defenses of the besieged. They could block off supplies, starve the defenders into submission, or launch a full-scale assault. One of the most impressive tools in the besiegers' arsenal was the war elephant. These majestic beasts, armored and controlled by skilled riders, were used to charge at the fortress gates, causing panic and mayhem. The sheer size and strength of these animals could be enough to shatter even the sturdiest of defenses. Yet the real game changers were the massive siege towers. These were towering structures, often on wheels, designed to get attackers over the fortress walls. They were filled with soldiers, ready to pour into the enemy stronghold once the tower reached the walls. Building such a tower was no easy task. It required careful planning, a deep understanding of engineering, and a determined workforce. But when successful, they were a sight to behold, a testament to the skill and determination of the besiegers. Yet the defenders were not helpless. They could counter these tactics with their own innovations, from pouring boiling oil on attackers to building secondary walls inside the fortress. Sieges were a battle of wits and resources, a slow and grinding process that could last for months, even years. But with the right tactics, even the strongest fortress could fall. A siege was not just a military operation, but a symbol of the strength and resilience of those involved, a testament to human ingenuity in the face of adversity. So, next time you think of a fortress, remember the sieges that tested their strength and the brave souls who fought on both sides. With the right tactics, even the strongest fortress can fall. Welcome to the realm of the sea, where tranquility often gives way to tumult. The sea, while beautiful and serene, has been the site of some of the most epic battles in history. Let's explore two such legendary naval battles that not only changed the course of wars, but also the course of history itself. First, let's set sail to the Battle of Salamis, fought in the waters of Greece in 480 BC. Here, the Greeks, facing the mighty Persian armada, found themselves significantly outnumbered. Yet, through superior strategy and a deep understanding of the local sea currents, the Greeks managed to defeat the Persians. The Greeks lured the Persian fleet into the narrow straits of Salamis, where their larger numbers became a disadvantage. The smaller and more maneuverable Greek ships then surrounded and attacked the Persian fleet, causing chaos and confusion. This victory marked a pivotal moment in the Greco-Persian Wars, demonstrating that strategic brilliance could triumph over sheer numbers. Next, we journey to the Battle of Actium, a decisive confrontation that took place in 31 BC during the final war of the Roman Republic. Octavian, later known as Augustus, faced off against the combined forces of Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Here again, superior strategy and technological advancements played crucial roles. Octavian's fleet, though smaller, was equipped with nimble Liburnian ships, ideal for quick, close-quarter combat. Antony's larger, heavier galleys, while impressive, were less maneuverable. Octavian's fleet capitalized on this, using their speed and agility to outmaneuver and defeat Antony's forces. This victory led to Octavian becoming the first emperor of Rome, marking the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. These iconic naval battles exemplify that victory at sea is not just about having the most ships, but also about understanding the sea itself, the capabilities of your fleet, and the art of naval strategy. The vast, unpredictable sea can indeed serve as a battlefield where legends are born. Naval warfare, with its unique challenges and opportunities, continues to shape the course of history, just as it did in the times of Salamis and Actium. From chariots to knights, the evolution of cavalry has been nothing short of dramatic. Our journey begins with the chariots of the ancient world, the very first form of cavalry. These two-wheeled vehicles, pulled by horses, were the epitome of speed and power. In the hands of skilled warriors, they could break through enemy lines, causing havoc and confusion in their wake. The Egyptian pharaohs, the Hittites, and the Celts were all renowned for their use of chariot warfare. But as warfare evolved, so too did the cavalry. The invention of the stirrup in the 1st century AD was a game-changer. This simple device allowed riders to control their horses with their legs, freeing their hands for combat. It effectively turned the horse and rider into a single, cohesive fighting unit. This newfound stability and control paved the way for the rise of the heavy cavalry. The medieval period saw the dominance of these armored knights on horseback. With their lances and swords, they were both a formidable force on the battlefield and a symbol of social status. Their charges were often the decisive factor in battles, their shock value unmatched. The Mongols, under Genghis Khan, took cavalry tactics to a whole new level. Their horse archers, renowned for their mobility and speed, could fire arrows with deadly accuracy while on the move. This hit-and-run style of warfare was highly effective, allowing the Mongols to conquer vast swathes of territory. But the evolution of cavalry didn't stop there. The advent of gunpowder and firearms in the late medieval period brought about the demise of the heavy cavalry. In its place, lighter, more agile cavalry units emerged, armed with pistols and carbines. They were used primarily for reconnaissance and raiding, their speed and mobility more important than ever. The thundering hooves of cavalry have often been the harbingers of victory. From the chariots of the ancients to the knights of the medieval period and beyond, the tactics of cavalry have evolved dramatically, each innovation changing the face of warfare in its own unique way. From deception to sieges, from sea battles to cavalry charges, legendary battle tactics have shaped history. We've journeyed through the cunning strategies of Sun Tzu and Hannibal, marveled at the engineering feats behind ancient sieges, and examined the naval battles that altered the course of history. We've traced the evolution of cavalry from chariots to knights and recognized the daring guerrilla warfare tactics of societies resisting empires. We've also admired the genius of leaders like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan and delved into the role of intelligence and espionage in ancient warfare. Our exploration only scratches the surface of the complex world of legendary battle tactics. History is a vast ocean teeming with stories waiting to be discovered. The more we learn, the more we realize how much there is yet to know. But here's a question for you to ponder. If these ancient tactics were used today, would they still be effective? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing insights into history.